Diablo Immortal as a MOBA? What is up, my friends? My name is Echo. For today's topic, I need to take my first sip of coffee. Literally the first sip for the day. One second here. All right, fueled up, ready to go. So I just put out a video the other day on adding PvP to Diablo Immortal. You guys remember that video? It was pretty amazing. I think my ideas are on point. Many agree with me, but of course some don't, which is cool too. But I'll be honest, I'm sitting here talking about PvP as in 5v5 deathmatch and as in battle royale style battles, and people in the comments keep bringing up MOBAs. They keep saying, I don't know if Diablo Immortal would be good as a MOBA. Now, for those of you that don't know, a MOBA is something like a League of Legends or one of those types of Dota 2 style games where you're going to try and take down your opponent's pedestals, call them what they were. By the way, I've never been the biggest MOBA player. I think they're great games, just something that I haven't gotten into. But when I speak about Diablo Immortal and the PvP, I in no way am talking about the PvP element of the game being like a MOBA. Now, I get it. I understand why people are thinking that that may be a thing, because I guess if you look at Diablo Immortal top-down style look inside of the game, it kind of looks the way that a MOBA would look. I get that, but that's not what I mean when I'm talking about PvP. I'm talking about battles where you are fighting against someone else, not a MOBA style objective based, more of a deathmatch style where it's just going for kills. You don't have to take down the pedestals along the way, and you don't have to take down the final one. But with that said, could Diablo Immortal work as a MOBA? So let's do some imagining here, guys. Let's imagine. Imagine that Diablo Immortal was in that MOBA space. Who would be their competition? Well, you have Mobile Legends, who's probably the biggest MOBA on mobile devices, at least in the United States. You have Arena of Valor. You have League of Legends now on mobile as well, and probably many, many more to come. Would there even be space for a Diablo Immortal MOBA style game? Especially because they've never taken Diablo to a MOBA style world. In my opinion, I don't know that that would be the best, but also my opinion says that we should be doing Battle Royale and Team Deathmatch inside of Diablo Immortal, which, yeah, many people don't really love the idea. So I guess it's possible, because anything is possible. We already know that anything that Blizzard puts their hands on is going to do well. Now, remember, Blizzard did make a game called Heroes of the Storm, which was their style of a MOBA. Was not their most popular game of all the games that they've made, but it's still up and running and still obviously making enough money for them to continue the project. With that being said, it wasn't the most popular. Now, also, there's some major competitors in that space, you know, and again, League of Legends and Dota 2, probably two of the biggest. Now, I bet you, I know it, that you guys can go down to the comments right now and probably spit off another 10 MOBAs that are popular right now on either mobile devices or on PC, console, and stuff like that. Again, it's not my space of expertise. It's not something that I've been the biggest into and I know the most about. So you guys, it's your job right now to fill me in. Let me know a list of some of the best MOBAs that you've ever played on mobile, PC, or console. And if you haven't done it already, guys, consider subscribing to the channel if you enjoy the content, and ring that bell so whenever I drop my videos at 6:45 a.m. Eastern Time every day, you'll be one of the first ones there. And I guess this brings up the topic of spreading a good thing too thin. The Diablo franchise has always been known for campaigns, for running through dungeons and running rifts and things like that. Now inside Diablo Immortal, we've had the whole Shadow and Immortal system added, which is the fight between the Immortals and the Shadows for reign of, well, protection of Sanctuary. That's at least what the whole idea behind it is. But what if it's spread too thin? What if Blizzard, or even some of my suggestions, are making the game too watered down, putting too much stuff into a good thing? Because every game has to have a focus, right? And once you do too much with that, the game may lose focus in other areas or not be as popular in other areas, or maybe it'll just spread so thin that it becomes stale. Although you would think that the more the better, it's not always the case. So since Diablo Immortal, or since Diablo, the franchise has always been, like I said, campaigns, rifts, and dungeons. Even implementing a PvP element the way that I've been talking about it, bringing it in as a deathmatch or a battle royale style, would bringing that to Diablo kill the vibe of Diablo that people have always had and always loved for so long? I mean, Blizzard has proven that they could make one of the best dungeon crawlers ever. Do they want to stray from that formula and do something completely different? Part of me thinks that they shouldn't, or that they don't want to, because they have the formula for success presented on a different platform. You're going to see success. But also, we have to talk about the changing of times. I mean, Diablo's been around forever, like 25 years, right? Maybe even longer. I don't even know. Does it get stale at any point where you have to add something to the game? If they were to take Diablo 3 and just put it on mobile and call it Diablo Immortal, people would have a lot of negative things to say about it. And actually, when you look through the comment section, every once in a while, you'll find someone that's not very knowledgeable about this that'll say, this is just Diablo 3 on mobile. Clearly, that's not the case. Anyone that watches my videos, anyone that's gotten their hands on the closed alpha, or anyone that has just lightly researched Diablo Immortal will know that that is not the case. This is a completely brand new game that has about twice as many features of Diablo 3. So I believe that with the times, you also must change. You can't just stick with what you're doing, stay there forever, and hope that it continues to do well. That goes for anything in life. That goes for the videos that I create on YouTube. They always have to change. They always have to get different. My editors, yeah, man. Yeah, I brought you up again. He's so silly. But even them, they're always recreating their craft, doing different things to have you guys viewing, to have an enjoyable time. So always recreating, reinventing, rethinking how you present something, whether that be content, whether that be how you get yourself through life, or even how you develop a game, I think is important. The key here, though, is to not bring too many things at once. So in Diablo Immortal, Blizzard is bringing the Shadows and the Immortals. That may be enough. And if they were to add a massive PvP element, or as we started talking about here today, a MOBA style to the game, it could be too much. So guys, let me know your thoughts. Do you think that adding too much to the game could actually hurt the game in the long run, or do you think it can be a good thing? That change is good. Again, everything in life is a balance, and I think that Blizzard is going to do a nice job with whatever they choose. I think they're going to be balancing out the Shadows and Immortals because of all the feedback and suggestions that they got from the community that played. And of course, they're always thinking of new things that they can do to their games to improve them and to keep your audience retention, keep everyone interested in the game. But today is done, and if you guys are wondering what I've been playing since Diablo Immortal's been out of my hands, you can go to my main channel and see, but it's been Rise of Kingdoms, and I'll be honest with you guys, I've really been enjoying the game. If you haven't ever been to my main channel, it's called Echo Gaming, and right there I put Clash of Clans, and we also put Rise of Kingdoms videos. Basically focuses on mobile strategy. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll see you back here tomorrow with another one. Now be good.